After teaching over 15,000 students over the past 30 years, you must really have a good grasp on this stress epidemic that's affecting higher education, but more importantly, how to fix that, what we can do to transform that. So if you could just distill the essence of this coaching that you've done for students and give it to us as advice, what would you say?
My first job was actually living in a residence hall with 200 students, and my only direction from the university was listen to them. And the piece of listening to them that I heard were the behaviors that came with stress. And they said, it's hard to make friends. I'm worried that I won't make friends. I'm worried that I'll make too many friends. And they were social things. And then it moved into, I want to make sure I pass. I want to make sure that I fit in academically, that I find things to do. And where that led was I would get them in a little bit later in the semester, and they would say, I'm not sleeping, I'm drinking too much, I'm smoking too much pot, I'm staying up too late to do my homework, I'm chronically tired, and it's affecting my relationships. The other piece that happens, though, is once they got onto those kind of positive behaviors, they weren't surrounded with a social system that reinforced it.
Is there like an environment that we can provide so that, we as students are more supported in choosing, the right path?
Get good sleep, get rest, eat well, exercise, take care of your relationships. Well, we know that's a good thing. And so I started to imagine, what would it be like if the entire institution started at that point? That the starting point was, we think you should be rested. We think you should eat food that's good for you and for society. We should have a place where you develop strong relationships with people who are like you. And you reinforce the good behaviors. And then I found some people who were teaching here. And I thought, all right, smarty pants, let's go see if it works. And so I thought, I'm going to dive into the belly of the beast. And I'm just going to go to the place where they do this all day, every day, and see what happens. What is you've heard this grand experiment.
And have you enjoyed working in that environment as opposed to your previous environments?
The difference at MUM was all I had to do was wake up and walk out my door, and I was surrounded by people who would support me and who I could support. I didn't have to make sense of it. I didn't have to explain it. I didn't have to do anything except be there. In working with students here, it does work. You heard from these students, and they're not atypical. That was what I found day to day of students that have gone from this level of stress down to this level of stress. But to look at things in a holistic way, but also to be reinforced. They didn't have to fight doing that. They had people around them every day that would say, you're doing the right thing, and I'm going to support you for it, not fight you for it.
That's really beautiful.